Cool.
Every time the door
It's
opens,
been all right.
what's happening? What's going to happen, good or bad?
What's next? You can ask me some tricky questions.
Yeah, I've got some real deep questions that'll probably just shock you. I want to talk about the first movie because what was your tell me about when you saw the first movie, Step Up? I mean, as a dancer, you know.
Well, of course, love Channing, as everybody does, and I love Jenna Dewan. I think she's a beautiful girl, and I've heard she's very, very sweet from Channing. But I loved the movie. I wish that there was a little bit more dancing, which I think makes Step Up 2 as cool as it is. And I love the love story, Their love story kind of started a little earlier and continued strong throughout it. Compared to ours, Robert and I are fighting for our love the whole time kind of thing. And by the end, of course.
Yeah, so, but you see this movie, you enjoy it, you see Channing and so forth, and then there's this movie that they're talking about called Step Up 2, and somehow you become the star of the movie like
it's
that.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it must have been strong. And I did the first movie, and I interviewed Channing, and I walk into the room, I have no idea who this guy is. And we were just talking, and he was really funny, and I somehow referred to him as a punk. I said, because you seem like you're kind of like a punk,
That's
street
so
punk
funny.
or whatever. And he laughed, and he has a good sense of humor. But when I put it up on YouTube, and like 147,000 people were like screaming at me on their responses because I didn't realize this guy was this huge,
That is so funny.
And then like so as soon as I saw, his as he passes the torch to you in this movie, and so we're like, you're the only person that got to dance with him in the movie. So
yeah,
I said, not only did you see the movie and everything, but you actually get to dance with this guy.
Yes, I did.
So
and he was unbelievable.
Really?
Such a gentleman.
Do you ever wonder how because is this like his trademark that he dances like with his clothes all over? Because I don't know how.
Hey, he looks good doing it, right?
But as a dancer, don't you think that would be like a dangerous thing to do?
No, we're all doing dangerous stuff all the time with the dance moves. I mean, throwing ourselves down on our knees and flipping around. But hey, I mean, it could be.
Do you ever think of your future though? Because I mean, now, maybe the knees and the joints or so. But how often do you get injured when you do stuff like that?
Not often. Hopefully, most dancers, it happens once, and you kind of knock some common sense into your head about never doing that again.
Yeah. The first time I saw the poster, I actually thought it was going to be like a dancing vampire movie because they have this thing down there with this, and I'm thinking, okay.
And then you saw it in the movie.
And then it's true.
It's bringing back to life
in the movie. So what about like in the beginning of the movie? We see this was it subway car dancing?
Subway scene.
Did they actually use the real dancers in there? Because
yeah.
I mean, because you could have been anybody with.
There were no doubles throughout the whole movie. Everybody did their real thing.
Okay, so tell me about dancing with a mask on, because I would think they would be confined. Don't you use your senses when you're?
Yeah, I mean, we had practiced a little bit with the masks on. It didn't throw anybody off really. And the thing with the subway scene was each person really only had about, 2 to 4 8 counts where it was their main shot, and then it was just nonsense like monkeys jumping around, So we really just had to nail that one thing, and we were pretty much done.
And I'm the kind of guy that never likes to reveal anything about a movie, but it's a dance movie, so everybody knows there's going to be a finale somewhere along the line.
Big finale.
And honestly, probably one of the most impressive finales I've ever seen.
Well, thank you.
But I also have to look at this with just water everywhere.
Oh, I know.
I'm just thinking
that was dangerous. I mean, we were all a little bit worried about it. They actually put down a gray carpet on all of the cement because we were outside, and it was real, brain machines pouring down on us. Yeah. But we all tested out. We had a practice day. We were sliding across and feeling it out to make sure we could do everything.
The one thing I said, how cool it looks I guess everything looks better
so
when
cool.
It's wet or something like that. I think whoever writes these the notes, I think they may really be into it, but I was going to read you something from it because it sounds to me like it was a little bit exaggerated. But talking about you, it was like it was when Evigan first read with Robert Hoffman, the temperature in the room soared. And I'm thinking, did it really soar?
I think it did.
It did. Okay, and then it says that they were sold that this was their Andy. When they read together, it was magic. So was it really magic?
I think it was magic.
See, so it's the truth.
We had magic
it's all
going
the truth. So they don't lie on
It was magical.
Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.